long time. It feels like a long time since I've done one of these. I think probably like 2 weeks or something. Week and a half maybe. We'll go with 2 weeks, maybe even 2.5 weeks. So currently I am going to be just doing little segments throughout the day today. I am in my car, if you cannot tell. And I'm driving up to the mountains right now. I'm going to go hike a trail. It's called the Profile Trail. Up to a mountaintop called Grandfather Mountain. And I've only hiked it once before. I did it last year. But figured go up again today. Hit it up. It's the first hike of the year. So I'm going to bring in the new year, even though it's already 4 months into the new year. Almost 5 months into the new year. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's the first one of the year. Bringing in the new year with the first hike. Here we go. Blasting off. And, okay, I'm going to end this segment right here. Okay. Alright, so here we are. Currently, like 30 minutes into the drive, I finally just got past all of the freaking just garbo, traffic and construction on roads, and then like police blockings and all this random bullcrap that was happening this morning, along with the fact that I passed my gas station that I would typically get gas at. I passed that on accident. I didn't mean to, so I had to go to another gas station. I also stopped and got coffee as well. I'm like, I've had like a third of the thing of coffee. So, but figured since I'm on like a kind of more empty stretch of road here for a little bit, go ahead and talk about my what I've been doing the past 2 weeks. So, well, first of all, let's talk about some updates going on, right? One, When All Else Fails is coming out on Friday. That is we're in April, right? April 26th. That's Friday, this upcoming Friday. That'll be out. It's going to be hitting like Spotify and iTunes for sure. Definitely YouTube. Yeah, I found out freaking like Google Play. Okay, so Feeling Like This, a song that I came out with like a month ago. Yeah, it came out a month ago, but I uploaded it to my distributor 2 months ago, basically, at this point, and it just hit Google Play. Feeling Like This just hit Google Play yesterday. Like, what on earth? It takes forever, apparently, for some of these stores to actually get the song on their virtual shelves, if you will. So, but that's finally there. If you listen to music on Google Play, Feeling Like This is there, which means that When All Else Fails is going to be there in like a month from now, basically. So, yeah. But anyway, When All Else Fails coming out Friday, April 26th. Yeah, definitely on iTunes and Spotify. I already know it's there. It's waiting for it to be actually uploaded. If you have not pre-saved it, please definitely do. I'll have a link down in this description down below. But then, going still on When All Else Fails, I am not doing anything extravagant for the visuals on YouTube. I'm not. I might put some text up there, like make it a lyric video, but otherwise the visualization is not going to be that intense. It's not going to be anything too crazy or whatever. So, yeah, just kind of, I guess, if I'm being honest, I kind of lost touch with that song. Actually, part of the way through the production of it, I started to lose touch with it, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just kind of started losing touch with When All Else Fails halfway through its production. I felt like I needed to finish it, which is why it is out. Otherwise, When All Else Fails is a song that I probably would have still finished. You know, I'd gotten far enough along in it that I would still finish it. However, I probably would have opted not to release it, if I'm being honest. I'm just trying to be, that's what these vlogs are. Me being a little bit more forward about how I feel about some of the music that I write. But yeah, I mean, I've got, over the course of the last, 7 years, 6 years, 7, maybe 8 years, something like that. Over the course of that amount of time, I've got so many, I don't even know how many at this point, but just a bajillion and a half songs where I've literally finished them from beginning to end and just decided never to release them, just because I got far enough along in the production side of things that I decided that I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to finish this up, like, why not? But then I don't necessarily have the connection to it that I did when I first started writing it, so I never end up releasing it. But I went ahead anyway and released When All Else Fails. So hopefully some people do enjoy it. I mean, definitely there are a lot of parts in When All Else Fails that I definitely still enjoy. It's just, yeah, I don't know, just kind of lost touch with it. So, with that being said, I also just needed to take some time. I took like a whole week, maybe almost 2 weeks, and I really didn't do a whole lot of music-related stuff. I started playing a little bit more video games because I wanted just to have my mind escape, you know, so I popped in some video games and been playing a game called Grim Dawn. Pretty sweet. Very Diablo-esque, kind of like adventure, action, RPG type of deal. So, pretty cool. Been having a ton of fun with that. But then I've also mentioned, at least on Instagram, and I've mentioned to a lot of my friends in real life here, that I just needed a change. I needed a change. And I think I've even mentioned before that I really wanted to start writing stuff that was a little bit more intense. And I did. I have begun writing something that is much more intense than what I've been writing. I mean, it's like a complete coin flip here. So, and this isn't the first time. So basically, when I first started production, a few months into me starting to do music production, I got really into like heavy bass music years back. So like that's what I wrote for a while, which was really heavy, intense stuff. And then, you know, some time passed, I started writing more melodic things, and started being a little bit like I wanted to write more, stuff that was like a little bit more on the musical side of things rather than like the sound design and like bassy type of stuff. So I did that for a little while, and then I played the fabled game Bloodborne, my favorite game of all time. I mean, literally almost every aspect of that game I love deeply. So I played that, and that game really opened up my eyes to what video game music could be. There's not many games I think that do game music quite as well as like Bloodborne does, but can't remember the composer's name. Oh, Ryan Amon. Ryan Amon did the score for Bloodborne, and oh man, I still listen to that soundtrack to this day on a regular basis. And so when that happened, I ended up starting to write a lot of orchestral stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that's very dark sounding. It's very atonal. Whereas I still like to carry like the root of the chord or like the scale that I'm writing in, but yeah, I use a lot of notes that are right next to each other, so you get that atonal dissonant sound. But when done correctly, it sounds so good, and it doesn't just sound like, you know, it's not that. It still sounds nice, but it's intense sounding, you know? So I wrote a lot of stuff like that, and that's kind of where I'm back to. Because then after that, that's when I started writing more melodic stuff. I wrote really chill stuff like lo-fi, stuff like that. But now I'm back, I'm writing something that is much more intense in that sort of orchestral intensity zone. But then all I'm doing is then going also even further back to all the bass music that I wrote, and flexing my sound design skills here a little bit with this song. So I've got the whole intro of this song done. It's all the orchestral bit, super intense, super epic sounding, and then it goes right into this like heavy bass, monster growly bass business, and oof! Man, I have missed sound design. Oh man, it is so much fun creating these bass sounds. Like, and two, when I was doing it way back when, we didn't have Serum back then. Back in my day, we didn't have Serum. And man, Serum just makes it so much, for one, way more fun, but then you can get way better sounding basses with Serum. So like, before I was using Massive and Razor and things like that, and then going in and doing the good old Sonny Moore Skrillex technique where you would just take an EQ8, in Ableton at least, you would just take an EQ, and then just take all of your EQ notches and peaks and make those really dramatic, and then automate those back and forth to get like your vowel sounds. You don't need to do that with Serum. Serum, I just literally tossed in like a percussive sound, used that as my wavetable, threw in some stuff, tweaked it all, put some filters on it, put a bunch of LFOs all over the place, and then voila, freaking growly bass goodness. So, yeah. And this song, so far, its working title anyway, is Stagnant Water. So the whole thing was I felt stagnant writing what I was writing. And then I thought of stagnant water because I said the word stagnant and then said the word stagnant water, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But then my fantasy mind, and this is where this genre of music, this style, this intensity of music just really, I don't know why, allows my brain to really kind of like go crazy with its creativity. So basically I thought of stagnant water, and that made me think of this, like, I thought of like a village or like a town, just like a small little like fantasy town that its water went stagnant, like their well or whatever they had. I was thinking of a river, like the river just stopped flowing where they got their water from. The river just stopped flowing and the water became stagnant and diseased, and that water was still being drank by its townspeople, its village people, and YMCA, and it started turning them into monsters. And that's basically what this song is. Well, the sound of the song is from the perspective of someone who is turning. Like, so this person drank the water, now they are turning, and that's basically what you're hearing is, to me, like the inside thought process and stuff like that of the person who's turning into a monster. So, yeah, that's where my mind went whenever I thought of stagnant. It went to stagnant water, then a stagnant river, then a village, and then the people drank the diseased water, and then all of a sudden, yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know why. My brain just really likes this style of like intensity music. Just lets my brain really kind of loosen up and escape and really, yeah, just think really creatively and out of the box. At least to me, anyway. That's how it feels for me. So. Yeah, hopefully people like it. I mean, I know that it is super dramatically different, but as I get closer to being done with it, definitely keep up with me on Instagram, because that's where you're going to find all of my posts I'm going to be hinting at as to how it sounds. I've already done one, but there was no bass, and it was a little bit earlier on in the orchestral phase of things. So, yeah. It's going to be intense. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what people think about it. So, hopefully people like it. More about that release date at another time. So, yeah. Anyway, take care. That's it for this segment. Next time you'll probably catch me is right at the head of the trail before I actually get onto the trail. So, probably like another hour and 15 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, something like that. So we'll see. But I'll see you then.
It's a groovy way of relaxing, opening your senses.
Okay, just finished my 2-hour drive up here. Just got into the parking lot for the Profile trailhead here. This is what it looks like. I'm still in my car even, so you know. Exciting stuff, right? It's just the parking lot. But I am grateful they have a bathroom. 2 hours of driving plus a 20-ounce coffee. I'm ready for the bathroom, you know? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go do that, and then probably do one more little video just before I actually hit the trail. But yeah. All right. Well, all done in the bathroom and everything. Just collecting my stuff right now. We're putting on my new trail shoes that I got yesterday. That's what they look like. So, gonna go and get those on. Leave my other shoes here behind. And get going. Get freaking going. Kind of got a late start today. I originally had planned on being up at 6 this morning. It's like 10:50 now. But yeah, planned on being up at 6 o'clock this morning. And I did. I woke up at 6, but it was just one of those mornings where I woke up and I'm not stressing about anything today, so I didn't feel like trying to gun-ho it and get out the door. So I kind of like laid in bed for a little bit and actually ended up getting out of bed around 7 instead. So started like a touch late today, but no big deal. Like I mentioned, I didn't want to like rush or anything like that, so be stressed out just trying to get ready to go. So instead, took my time. Gonna get started here after I get everything together. So I'm gonna take my bag that's got my sandwiches and snacks and water and stuff in it. I'll have my phone and my little tripod thing that it's on right now, so be able to take some pictures and talk to you guys again partway through the trail and whatnot. Everything else here is gonna stay. I might bring my rain jacket just for something to help catch some heat that I put off, because it's still a little chilly up here today. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, pop onto this trail after I tie my shoes. I'll see you guys in the next little segment. Peace. Yeah, look at this. This tree is wild. I don't know if it's one tree. It looks like a bunch of trees that just happen to grow right next to each other, but gosh, then just splits off. It's like this huge conglomerate of trees right there. That's pretty wild. Okay. What's up? All right, so first little stop here. I'm like, I think just under 2 miles in on the trail. And there's, so I know the profile trail is at least 3.5. I think it's 3.6 miles up. So just under 2 miles in. But I remember last time, this is kind of right where it starts to really get difficult. So I know there's this like half-mile stretch coming up that is just up it's just up the entire time. A lot of rock to traverse. Maybe a little bit of scrambling to get up some rock surfaces and things like that. So the most intense is still to come. Oh, but it's awesome out here. It's so beautiful. There's like algae growing and everything. Everything has this like fantasy sheen to it to me. I went through some like giant rocks earlier. Right, reminded me a lot of like God of War, the new God of War, and like some of the terrains that they designed in that game. But it's just cool. It's like you see some of this stuff in games and then you come out here and it's like, it's real. It's freaking real life. It's cool. It's awesome. If you've never been on a hike before, I definitely recommend it. My first hike ever, I did on my own. I just got like so anxious and so tensed up with my day-to-day life at that point in time. And then like some other things happened and that really kind of like set it off. And I remember it was like the night before a day off from work, and I just randomly decided, I was like, I'm going on a hike. I'm gonna go drive 2 hours up to the mountains, go take a hike. And I did, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. This year I plan on doing more, so this is the one that I'm kicking off the year with, but then over the course of like the rest of the spring, summer, and then through the fall, I'll probably try to pick a new trail every time that I go, and I'll try to go at least maybe once or twice a month. At least that's ideal. I would love to go once or twice a month, but yeah, profile trail so far, going well. Just taking a little breather. So yeah, I'll touch back here in a little while. See where I'm at then. Peace.
Don't you like me?
Of course I like you. Hello again. I am probably like 3 miles in at this point, maybe a little bit over. So I think I'm nearing the end of the profile trail, but I am halfway through that really strenuous section that I was talking about. I should have taken like at least a couple more breaks before now, but this is only my second one. I've been hiking for like an hour and a half. It's 12:30 right now. Drink some water and keep on going. By the way, there's snow on the ground here still. Look, that's snow. Snow right over there. Yeah, there's snow still here. But anyway, water, maybe a quick snack. Gonna keep on going after that. I'll probably see you at the end of this profile trail. So here in the next like mile to a half a mile. Cheers. All right. So I'm here at the top of the mountain. Oh God, there's a lot of wind. Hang on. Okay. So I'm at the top here on this nice little meadow. I freaking love this meadow. This is just where I chill. I might take a nap even and continue on with the hike from there, but this is basically the end. I'm going to go a little bit further to get to a nice clearing and like a nice little opening where I can see out from the top of this mountain here. But this is the top. Like, I mean, there's nothing left to go up. All there is just sky after this. It's just a super chill place. So take a look around here, nice little 360 view. Yeah, it's just a nice little clearing, a little meadow. Just kind of relax. Like I've said, probably gonna take a nap. Might also eat as well while I'm here. But I'll see you in that clearing. Peace. Hello, welcome to the actual official top of the mountain. This is probably where I'm gonna stop. I'm up here, check it out. It's off that way. A lot of buildings, but you look over this way, way less buildings. Such a good view. No buildings. There's one little cloud there, but I mean, otherwise, like it's that kind of view that makes me really like coming up here. But I think I'm trying to get this so it's not going to fall over on me. There's a lot of wind here as well today. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to eat my sandwich. All right, so I just finished lunch and I think it's time I head back. I think the hike, climb up anyway, is done. It's about as far as I'm gonna go. Frick, I love this view. It's hard to leave sometimes. I mean, come on, like just, like, why would you want to leave this? You don't want to leave that, but God's too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff fully packed up here and then start my journey down. I might make 1 or 2 stops on the way down, but otherwise I'm just gonna go straight on back, and the next time you see me might be at my car. I don't know. I'll find out. Either way, thank you for joining me up to the top of the mountain. And here's to the journey back. Happy Earth Day. And peace out.
And if you could only believe, we could be together for always. Always.
Just got back to the car, as you can see. I'm gonna start my journey home. I should probably stop for caffeine though, because I'm drained. Yeah. Drive back should be nice and relaxing though. Maybe it's like a little after 4, which means just a lot of rush hour traffic probably on the entire way back, but hopefully not. Hopefully I'll miss some of it. That'd be cool. Then when I get home, it's gonna be more music. Well, maybe. It depends on how awake I am, because this is energetic music that I'm writing right now, so I have to actually have some energy to write it. Otherwise, probably just gonna play more Grim Dawn. I don't know why. I'm just into this game. I feel like I might start something else soon though. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. I'm about to start my drive. And I'll probably touch back when I get home, unless I have something to say while I'm driving. But otherwise, see you when you get back. See you when I get back. Come on, that's how tired I am.
I can feel your vibrations much more clearly now.